Hello everyone, I am Dr. Gavani Rushali. Today we are going to discuss one of the topic of organic chemistry, that is organic synthesis via enolates. Enolates are the reaction intermediates and can be synthesized after formation of carbanion. So today we are going to discuss the synthesis of acetoacetic ester via formation of the enolate, and this reaction is known as Claisen condensation reaction. The Claisen condensation reaction involves the condensation of two molecules of ethyl acetate in presence of strong base such as soda amide or sodium ethoxide, which will give rise the final product, that is acetoacetic ester. So let's see the general reaction here. Two molecules of ethyl acetate in presence of sodium ethoxide, there is a formation of that is acetoacetic ester. The final product form, that is acetoacetic ester. Now if you see the mechanism of this reaction, can be carried out in two steps. So if you see mechanism, in first step, what happens? One molecule of ethyl acetate can react with a strong base such as sodium ethoxide. The strong base can abstract a more acidic proton as this carbon which is near to that carbonyl group. Therefore, it is considered as alpha carbon, and the protons which that alpha carbon having protons are more acidic, and therefore these protons are abstracted by that base, and hence there is a generation of carbanion is occur. Therefore, just consider one molecule of ethyl acetate, when it reacts with a strong base, there is a formation of carbanion. And that carbanion, that means that CH2 group having negative charge, that negative charge is very well stabilized with the adjacent carbonyl group, and it can show the resonance structure like this. And this type of intermediate is formed, that is we called as enolate ion. That is, enolate is formed in first step. Now in second step of this mechanism, whatever the enolate or that carbanion is synthesized, that will attack on the second molecule of the ethyl acetate molecule, and that will give rise the final product, that is acetoacetic ester. So let's see the reaction. So that carbanion can attack on another molecule of ethyl acetate, reversible of charge, and removal of the ethanol. So ethanol can obtain as a byproduct. Therefore, we can get plus ethanol is obtained as a byproduct, and this will we can get the acetoacetic ester, or it is also called as ethyl acetoacetate. So this is the Claisen condensation reaction. Now another term which is related with the structure of acetoacetic ester, that is nothing but the acidity of methylene group in acetoacetic ester. Acidity of that CH2 group in acetoacetic ester. Now let us consider the structure of acetoacetic ester. Here, if you see the structure of acetoacetic ester, it is observed that methylene group, that is that CH2 group, which is flanked in between the two functional group. Out of that, one is a ketonic group, while another one is the ester group, and hence that carbon which is flanked in between these two carbonyl group, and it is alpha carbon, and the protons, that alpha carbon having the two protons which are highly acidic in nature, because adjacent side electron withdrawing group can increases the acidity of these two protons, and hence the alpha carbon containing these two protons are undergo easy ionization reaction, as according to the Arrhenius theory that explains the acid is a compound or a substance which gives H+ ions in the solutions very easily, that is known as an acid. Here the same point is that the carbon having the two hydrogens can undergo easy ionization, and hence it is more acidic in nature, and such a methylene group when react with a strong base such as sodium ethoxide, that can abstract that proton very easily, and hence there is a generation of sodium salt of that acetoacetic ester can be very easily formed. After formation of sodium salt of that acetoacetic ester, that can undergo easy alkylation reaction or acylation reaction very fastly. So as here it can, whether if it is undergo the alkylation reaction, then we will get a product such as and when it undergo the acylation reaction, therefore we will get a product such as so this reaction can easily explain how that CH2 group is highly acidic in nature. This is only because of it is flanked in between the two electron withdrawing functional groups, that increases the acidity of these two protons. The next term which is related with the structure of acetoacetic ester is keto-enol tautomerism. So tautomerism, it is one of the phenomenon or tautomerism which exists in those compounds which having the two different formula with different structures with a same formula, and these two different forms can present simultaneously at an equilibrium state. Hence such a phenomenon is called as a tautomerism. Now if we see the structure of acetoacetic ester, it is observed that it is a simple structure of acetoacetic ester. Therefore this form is present, that is it is a ketonic form, and when that acetoacetic ester can reacts with a base, or generally that CH2 proton can undergo the enolization, and therefore we can get so such a type of structure of acetoacetic ester, it is in enol form. Here keto form, which is with respect to the ketonic group. Ketonic group is present in acetoacetic ester, hence it is known as a keto form. While in enolic form, enol is nothing but here in plus ol. In it is respect to with a double bond, while ol it is respect to with the alcoholic OH group which is present in the structure of acetoacetic ester. Now such a two forms, that is keto form and enol form, are observed in those compounds. They can show the keto-enol tautomerism. In such a compounds, it is observed that those compounds can show the properties of both ketones as well as the enol form, that is ethylenic double bond as well as the alcoholic OH group. Now it is observed that when such a compound reacts with hydrogen cyanide, then they will give rise the cyanohydrines as a product. If that acetoacetic ester it can react with hydroxylamine, then the final product obtained, that is oximes. If they can react with phenylhydrazine, then the final product we can obtain, that is phenylhydrazones. So this is the properties, or these are the simple reactions which is given by the ketonic carbonyl group. Either that aceto-acetic ester in its enol form, whether they can react with bromine, they can show the decolorization reaction. That means there is a ethylenic double bond is present, that indicating that ethylenic double bond is present in the structure of acetoacetic ester. Also, when they can react with the acetyl chlorides, there is a formation of acetyl derivative. Acetyl derivative of that enolic form of acetoacetic ester can be synthesized. It is observed that both ketonic group as well as the enolic form and ketonic form exist in the structure of the acetoacetic ester. Now, if you see the percentage of both the forms of that acetoacetic ester, it is observed that the ketonic form exists near about 93% in the solution, while that enol form it exists near about 7% in the solution, and it is highly impossible to isolate any one of the form of that acetoacetic ester from its solution. This is only because both the forms, that is ketonic form and enolic form, they are simultaneously interconvertible, that is they are converted from into another form. That's why it is highly impossible to isolate any one of the form of that acetoacetic ester. So this is all about the keto-enol tautomerism, which is present in the structure of acetoacetic ester. Now, there are two types of hydrolysis reaction which is occur in the structure of acetoacetic ester. So, there are two types of hydrolysis. First one is ketonic hydrolysis and second one is acid hydrolysis. So, ketonic hydrolysis, what happens in ketonic hydrolysis? When acetoacetic ester is reacts with a dilute alkali such as a dilute sodium hydroxide, there is a formation of carboxylic acid, and that carboxylic acid on heating undergo decarboxylation reaction, and finally we will get the ketone as a final product. Therefore, it is known as a ketonic hydrolysis. So, let us consider the reaction, that is acetoacetic ester. When it reacts with a dilute NaOH, there is a formation of, first step, that is formation of the carboxylic acid, and this carboxylic acid on heating, there is decarboxylation reaction is occur, and finally we will get the ketone. Here we will get the acetone as a final product. Now, what happens in acid hydrolysis? In acid hydrolysis, the acetoacetic ester undergo reaction with a concentrated alkali such as 2-normal NaOH. Now, after reaction with a strong base, there is a formation of, again, two types of acids we can get in acid hydrolysis from the acetoacetic ester. That is, let us consider the general reaction. So, in presence of 2-normal NaOH, here we will get one product is the acetic acid and another product is also acetic acid. That means two molecules of acetic acids here we can get as a final product. This is only because that strong base can break the bond which is present in between this carbonyl group and CH2 group, and further on hydrolysis of that ester group, here we can get the two molecules of acids. That, as we know that esters on hydrolysis will give rise the carboxylic acids plus alcohols. Here we can get one molecule of alcohol is also obtained. So this is about the ketonic hydrolysis as well as the acid hydrolysis which is present in the acetoacetic ester. Now let's see some synthetic applications of the acetoacetic ester. In that, First synthetic application is synthesis of methyl ketones. Synthetic applications of acetoacetic ester. In that, first synthetic application is synthesis of methyl ketones. For example, here we have to prepare the 2-propanone. So here the ethyl derivative of acetoacetic acid, acetoacetic ester, we have to be used, and therefore first of all let us consider the reaction with acetoacetic ester. It reacts with a strong base such as sodium ethoxide as well as the ethyl bromide. So there is a general, after generation of carbanion, that carbanion undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction, and finally we get the ethyl substituted acetoacetic ester, and that ethyl substituted acetoacetic ester on reaction with a dilute NaOH. As we are using the dilute NaOH, therefore here ketonic hydrolysis is occur. After reaction with dilute NaOH, that ester group is converted into the acid. Therefore, and that acid further on heating, it can undergo the decarboxylation reaction and formation of the methyl ketone. The name of that methyl ketone is 2-propanone. So this is the first synthetic application of the acetoacetic ester, that is synthesis of the methyl ketones. Now second synthetic application of the acetoacetic ester is synthesis of diketones. Now here, for example, we have to prepare the acetyl acetone. It is one of the diketone. Now in this reaction, we have to use the acetyl derivative of the acetoacetic ester. Therefore, we can directly use the acetyl derivative, or either we can also write the reaction, that is first of all the acetoacetic ester on reaction with acetyl chloride and strong base such as sodium ethoxide. That sodium ethoxide generate a carbanion, and carbanion can undergo the acylation reaction. Therefore, the acyl derivative of acetoacetic ester we can obtain Therefore, that acyl derivative of acetoacetic ester can again undergo the ketonic hydrolysis by using the dilute NaOH, and hence there is a formation of the acid. And that carboxylic acid group on heating undergo the decarboxylation reaction and formation of that is acetyl acetone, that is the diketone. So this is second synthetic application of acetoacetic ester. Now next synthetic application of acetoacetic ester is synthesis of monoalkyl and dialkyl carboxylic acids. Monoalkyl and dialkyl carboxylic acids. So first of all, the acetoacetic ester can undergo the alkylation reaction, for example by using the ethyl bromide, and in presence of again a strong base such as a sodium ethoxide. That sodium ethoxide abstract that proton, generation of carbanion, and simple nucleophilic substitution reaction is occur, and we will get the ethyl substituted acetoacetic ester. Now this intermediate on reaction with a concentrated base or a strong base. Here the acid hydrolysis is occur, and after acid hydrolysis we will get one acid we can get, that is nothing but the acetic acid, plus the another acid here we can get, that is butanoic acid. The 4 carbons are present, therefore it is butanoic acid, and one acid we can get, that is the acetic acid. So this is monoalkyl carboxylic acids we can get. Now this acetoacetic ester on alkylation or on double alkylation reaction, therefore 2 molecules of ethyl bromide, and in presence of 2 molecules of sodium ethoxide, there is a generation of carbanion twicely, and hence twicely there is a nucleophilic substitution reaction is occur, and we can write the direct product such as here we can get such a type of intermediate. Now this intermediate can undergo the reaction with a strong base. Therefore after strong reaction with a strong base means there is a keto acid hydrolysis of this intermediate is occur, and therefore we will get first product obtained as a acetic acid, and second product we will get, that is therefore the carbon chain, carbon having 4 carbons, therefore it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 ethyl butanoic acid. One product is obtained, that is 2 ethyl butanoic acid, and another one is the acetic acid. So this is one of the synthetic application of acetoacetic ester. Now next synthetic application of acetoacetic ester is synthesis of dicarboxylic acids. Synthesis of dicarboxylic acids. Now in this reaction, when the acetoacetic ester can react with monochloroethyl acetate and a strong base such as a sodium ethoxide, when first of all it reacts with a strong base such as the sodium ethoxide, and secondly it can react with a monochloroethyl acetate molecule. Therefore first step is generation of carbanion of this carbon, and that carbanion undergo substitution reaction here. Therefore we will get an intermediate such as such a type of intermediate is formed in this reaction. Now this intermediate can undergo the acid hydrolysis by using the concentrated NaOH or simply 2 normal NaOH. So therefore the hydrolysis of that carbonyl group and the bond between that carbonyl group and carbon is occur, and therefore first product we will get, that is nothing but the acetic acid, and another acid we can get here, it is nothing but succinic acid. The name of that acid is succinic acid. So here it is one of the synthetic application of that acetoacetic ester, that is synthesis of dicarboxylic acids. So likewise there are number of synthetic applications of acetoacetic esters are also present. Thank you.